welcome back to the channel and welcome to the Paragon Gauntlet for the month. This time around, like last month, there is no compulsion of your Saga champion, so you can bring anybody you can. So I am doing this with a 5-star champion challenge, so I brought in my top 5 stars that could work here that are ascended. So the first one is Domino, and I'm going to take an Agent Venom here. Now Agent Venom has I am root, so whenever he will throw a special attack, you will be rooted. There is also Conflictor, so anytime you apply a debuff on Agent Venom, he is going to gain a bar of power. There is also Biohazard and Mercy. With Mercy, you have to keep dexing until you get like 5 to 6 or maybe 10 of those charges on you. And once you parry, you transfer those Mercy charges to the opponent, and only then you can do 100% damage. So what I like to do here is to build up 7 to 8 dexes, and then once I have enough of those Mercy charges, I parry and I go in and attack Agent Venom. Now, if you have Spider-Man Stark Enhance, he works really well in the same kind of play style. Here are some more options that I'm giving you for this fight. So it's a pretty straightforward one. Just play around Biohazard, bring in Bleed Immune, that can work as well. I have a limited 5-star roster, so I'm using Domino. Otherwise, other champions work really well too. Fight number 2 is going to be against a Green Goblin with Never Back Down. So if you dash back twice in quick succession within 1.5 seconds, you give a regen to Green Goblin. There's also Indomitable, so if there are quite a few debuffs applied on Green Goblin, his regen rate cannot be reversed, but he will be heal blocked. And Conflictor again, so if you apply a debuff on the opponent, he's going to gain a bar of power. And then there's also Prey on the weak. So the way this fight works, that you need to bring in some heavy nuker so you can bring him down quick, or you can bring in somebody who can constantly apply a heal block, probably a tech champion that can also power drain him. That will work really well. I am using a Hyperion here, and my route is to nuke him. And you will notice when I am not dexing the specials too much, because I don't want to give him that regen from dashing back twice, because when you are going to be giving Green Goblin regen, he will also get unblockable. That's something you need to be wary about. So I'm just using Hyperion. Even if Green Goblin throws an SP2, I am blocking 2 of the hits and only dexing 1 of them, so I can easily keep the regen in check. Another thing you will notice that I'm looking for re-parries, because as soon as the Conflictor cooldown is done, the first stun is going to be the first stun is not going to work because of Conflictor, so I have to re-parry. Just here I got to an SP, pushed him to an SP3, so you know what, I will just go YOLO, and I was able to bring him down eventually with an SP1. This is probably the hardest fight in all of this gauntlet. Rest are quite easy to deal with. Fight number 3 is going to be against a Red Goblin with Force of Will, Escalating Prowess, Prowess Build-Up, Divine Barrier, and Prowess Puncture. So this fight is all about the prowess. The more prowess you give to Red Goblin, he gets the Prowess Puncture, and he can hit really hard in your block. Now, it's a regular Goblin fight with some extra power gain, so if you are good with dexing his SP1s and SP2s, you should be good. I am using a Juggernaut here because of easy intercepts, and also he is a Mystic champion, so he can remove quite a few of those buffs on his own, and it's quite easy to deal with. I'm just trying to keep Goblin to an SP1 only. Occasionally I will push him to an SP2 because I have to throw my SP2, but that's okay, it can be evaded. So you have a Juggernaut, he's a great option. Some of the options I have just shared with you on the screen, so you can use them. All in all, is one of the easier fights of the gauntlet, so nothing to worry about there. We're just gonna go to a final SP2, and boom, 3% health. I was able to get the intercept in, and I brought him down living dangerously. 2 champs, 2 defenders, pushed him to SP3. Fight number 4 is going to be an Antivenom with Calcify, Schidenfruit, Cold Turkey, Dazed and Confused, and Squeaky Clean. Now again, this fight is very easy to deal with. I have brought in a domino here. The only thing you need to worry about if you don't have a champion that is going to bypass miss is if you are going to parry Antivenom twice within the cooldown after the first parry, you are gonna get faltered and you're going to miss with Dazed and Confused. Do not use do not use a champion here that can nullify buffs from Antivenoms, and that's it. You'll be good here. Just using a domino here, and domino is doing domino things with all of that luck and all of that bleeds. She's going to take out Antivenom quite comfortably in the end. The only thing I would suggest you is to keep Antivenom to an SP1. It's much easier to evade. The SP2 can be sometimes annoying with this animation, but yeah. Here again, there is an SP1 by Antivenom, and I'm going in with Domino. There we go again. So you just rinse and repeat that, and you're able to bring down Antivenom. Some other champions that can work really well, I would say, would be a Shang-Chi's, your Blades, Kate Bishops. Any of those champions would work really well against. It's a pretty easy, straightforward fight. Nothing too difficult about this one. And we're going to take down this champion number 4, and then we're going to skip the next node. And once we skip that, we are going to go into the first new champion of the month. That is going to be Scream, and more on it after in the video. Let's take out Antivenom here, closing off with a big SP2, and there you go. So fight number 5 is going to be a Scream with escalating Pierce, feats of power, chitinous thorns, unstoppable courage, and defensive transference. So the only thing you need to care about here is the armor up if Scream gets it. So you can use champions that have easy access to armor break or armor removal. So for example, my favorite for this fight is Juggernaut, but Juggernaut is a little technical here because when you're playing with Juggernaut, you don't have to let her hit in your block, or otherwise she gets armor ups, and if you don't remove the armor ups on time, you get all of those bleeds. So Juggernaut is a little tricky to play with, but it's easier to get the intercepts in. The SP1 and SP2 both are easily evadable, so nothing to worry about there. I like to push Scream to an SP2. It's much more area she covers, and you get more space to go away with the animation. SP1 can be tricky with the hair coming out of the ground, but that's just me. Maybe it's easier for you to evade SP1. But both of them can be easily spaced out, so you can do that. And Juggernaut with the huge damage. Some other champions that can work are going to be Black Widow, Clairvoyant. Anybody that stops the armor or is immune to bleeds. We don't want to bleed out with the chitinous thorns. So your Kushalas, your Juggernauts, your Black Widow, Clairvoyant, even your Hood, all of these champions, they work really well. So you can use them against Scream, and not really a difficult champion to deal with. I think she's more of an attacker here. And finally, we have Hyperion against Jack-O-Lantern. Now, I think Jack-O-Lantern is like a fully attacking champion as per design. He's not defensive at all because this fight is super easy. Just parry and heavy, and when you have a special tool, you can throw that out, and Hyperion can easily take out Jack-O-Lantern. Now, other champions that can work here are going to be Cosmic Ghost Rider, your Hercules, your Adam Warlocks, your Medusas, your Hulklings. All of them work really well because the boss is quite simple to deal with. You just need an opening to attack him, and rest is easy to take him out. So, for example, Cosmic Ghost Rider, you can go with the heavy rotation, starting with heavy attack, and then the second combo ending with light, and then into medium into SP2. And also you can brute force this with with Hyperion as well, with the Hercules as well. The only thing you need to take care about here in this fight, guys, is you need to knock him down constantly to remove the protection, to let it go on cooldown, and secondly, you cannot intercept him. So you have to parry, and only then you can attack him, and intercept he will evade, and it will become a bit difficult to deal with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. I am just doing some fun 5-star challenges for everybody, so you can also use your 5 stars for this gauntlet. This time around, the champions are a bit easy to deal with. So I hope you guys had fun. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.